to my channel. Thank you for coming to watch my video. So today is a very late March roundup. It's way too sunny, it's not March anymore. So I apologise for the lateness of this video, but I still wanted to share it, as to be honest, it was the 1 month of the year so far that I've not had a not favourite book. So I'm very excited about that. So welcome back. So without further ado, let's go and have a look at March. So the stats will appear just here. So in the end, in March, I read 11 books, which equated to 2,328 pages and 25.5 hours that I listened to via audiobooks. The average rating of a book was 3.8, and 4 of them were library books, and I bought 2 books. I did DNF 1. But I also started 3 series, so could go either way really, to be honest. So the favourite books, I'll try and put them, they'll be up here one at a time, was Swept Away, which was a NetGalley one, so it was one that I read pre-publication, and that is by Beth O'Leary, who's one of my favourite authors. And this one didn't disappoint. There will be a video of me crocheting the square that goes with this book, and that will come up soon. But it was very reminiscent, the Swept Away. The other one was by my favourite young adult author, and that's Elle McNichol. So they did I won't say a novella, it's a small book because it was released as part of the World Book Day set of books. So I ended up buying that on Kindle, and it's related to A Different Kind of Spark. So A Different Kind of Spark, that focused on one of the girls with autism. I'm trying to remember now, it was a long time ago. I can remember both the other girls' sisters' names, but not hers, which is I feel really bad about. So so A Different Kind of Spark. So the main protagonist in A Different Kind of Spark is Addie, and Addie has autism, and she has an older sister, Keedy, who also has autism, and that she had her own book called Keedy, which came out last year. And this one is based on Nina, who is Keedy's twin sister, and she's the only one of the group, that the sisters, that doesn't have autism. So it's quite interesting to see how her life works and how it revolves around the how it rolls around in the household. So we literally focus on Nina. We don't have spoilers on the channel, so I'm not going to go any further on that one. So those were my 2 favourites. There were 2 honourable mentions. One of them was Till Death Do Us Part, which will come up just about here. And that was a book that I bought last year because it was very much a cosy D&D, and it really didn't disappoint. There'll be a square video. There's a square video for all of the books that I read. So if there's anything particular that I look of, you can always pop back or subscribe even, and then it will tell you when I put another video out. The other honourable mention is another one of my pre-publication book from NetGalley, and that was called Say You'll Remember Me, and that's what the new Abby Jimenez. I've literally become an Abby Jimenez convert recently. I do want to read the rest of them, but unfortunately I've got so many library books at the moment. And there'll be another video which will show you my book haul, which is quite big. There's 11 books in my book. Excuse me, in my book haul. I found a really good deal in my local Tesco's, so that will be coming up as a separate video at some point. When it comes down to the type of book that I read, out of the 11, 4 of them were ebooks, 4 of them were, I want to say, proper physical books, and then 3 of them were audio. We also had a nice mix of genre in March, whereas there were 4 that were fantasy and the rest were contemporary, crime, dystopian, romance and non-fiction. So there was a lot going on in March, and you'll see that from the squares that come out. There was also a diverse year of publications. So we did have, there was something in 2004, 2003, 2020, 2025, 2018, 2016 and 2000, because there was one book that I read that was reminiscent of a TV series that I watched called Down to Earth. I'll put the book up here. There's a whole set of them. There's 5 of them, so what I'm going to try and do is read the rest of them if I can get hold of them. So that was March, and that was what I read. I mean, there are certain things that I didn't get to in March, so there'll be some things that will roll over to the next month. I did want to read Fourth Wing, so that will be going over across to the next month. I think what else went over to the next month. I think that was literally the only one that went across, was Fourth Wing. There are other ones that I do want to read, so that's like the favourite, but I haven't moved that across because April is Magical Readathon month, so there will be the Spring Equinox books. So I do want to try and read those in April, or at least April and May, because I have other things to read as well. So yeah, so that is March, and I will now show you me putting it all into my journal.